Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of US nickels, the 5 cents coin that many people overlook but some editions are worth a fortune. In this video we lines and cover the top 5 most valuable 5 cents coins of the United States, coins that collectors are paying huge money for, from rare Buffalo nickels to valuable Jefferson nickels. These coins could turn your pocket change into profit, so grab your coin jar and check carefully because one of these hidden treasures might be in your hands right now. Let's get started. The 1995 nickel belongs to the long-running Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. On the obverse side you lines see the familiar portrait of President Thomas Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag. His profile faces left with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1995. On the reverse side you lines notice the image of Monticello Jefferson's famous Virginia home along with the inscriptions, "Et pluribus unum, United States of America," and 5 cents. In 1995, nickels were struck at multiple U.S. mints, including Philadelphia No Mint Mark and Denver D Mint Mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of nickels, while the Denver Mint also contributed a massive output. Because of this, most 1995 nickels are considered common in circulated condition, but don't dismiss them too quickly. Errors, varieties, and high-grade specimens can dramatically increase their worth. Let's talk about mintage numbers. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 776 million nickels, while Denver produced more than 735 million. That's over 1.5 billion nickels combined, which is why these coins are often overlooked. However, collectors don't just focus on mintage totals, they also look at quality, errors, and grading. With so many coins produced, some left the mint with striking issues, doubling, or other variations that collectors actively seek. So what is the value of a 1995 nickel today? In average circulated condition, these coins are worth their face value of 5 cents, but if you have a coin in uncirculated mint state condition, MS65 or higher, its value can range between $2 and $10. High-end certified examples graded MS67 or MS68 by PCGS or NGC can fetch $100 or more at auction, especially if they show sharp detail, full steps on Monticello, and minimal contact marks. Collectors especially love the full steps designation, which refers to the sharp visibility of the steps on the Monticello building. This detail is often weakly struck, so a coin showing 5 or 6 full steps is significantly rarer. 1995 nickel with full steps can be worth several $100s depending on the grade and mint. For example, some MS67 full steps nickels have sold for over $1,000 in the past, making them highly desirable for serious collectors. Error coins are another area where 1995 nickels shine. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and planchet errors. These mistakes make each coin unique, and collectors pay premiums depending on rarity and eye appeal. A dramatic off-center error could be worth $50 to $200, while a strong double die could be even more valuable, so it's always worth examining your 1995 nickel under good lighting or a magnifying glass. When it comes to collectability, the 1995 nickel is part of a transitional era in U.S. coinage. While the design remained consistent with earlier Jefferson nickels, changes were coming in the 2000s, leading to renewed collector interest in earlier dates. If you're rebuilding a full Jefferson nickel collection, the 1995 issue is essential, and owning a high-grade example or error variety adds prestige to your set. For everyday coin hunters, finding a valuable 1995 nickel is like striking hidden treasure. Most people overlook nickels because they're not silver coins, but some of the rarest Jefferson nickels have surprised collectors with big auction prices. If you're serious about collecting, consider having your coins graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, which can verify authenticity, condition, and rarity. Before we wrap up, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our deep dives into valuable coins from the United States and around the world. Share this with your friends who might have 1995 nickels sitting in their change jars. You never know when an ordinary coin could turn out to be worth much more than face value. Thanks for watching, and keep searching your pocket change. You might be the next lucky finder of a rare 1995 Jefferson nickel. The 2004 5-cent coin belongs to the Westward Journey nickel series, which was released to commemorate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition instead of the regular Monticello reverse design. The U.S. Mint introduced two brand new reverse designs in 2004, the piece metal reverse and the keelboat reverse. This was a groundbreaking move, as the design of the Jefferson nickel had remained unchanged For decades, collectors rushed to save these coins, making them an iconic part of modern U.S. coinage history. On the obverse side, we still see President Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, who has been featured on the nickel since 1938. The inscription, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 2004 surround Jefferson's portrait. What's fascinating is that although the obverse looked traditional, the excitement was all about the reverse designs, which made this nickel stand out in collections worldwide. The first reverse design, known as the peace medal nickel, depicts a handshake between a Native American and a European American, symbolizing peace and friendship. This design pays tribute to the diplomatic aspects of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The second design, called the keelboat nickel, shows the famous keelboat used by Lewis and Clark on their journey up the Missouri River. Each design was minted at different mints across the U.S., creating a wide range of collectible pieces. Now let's talk about mintage numbers. The 2004 peace medal nickel was struck at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, while proof versions were made in San Francisco. The keelboat design followed the same pattern. In total, billions of these coins were minted, which means most are common in circulation. However, condition, mint marks, and special varieties play a huge role in determining the true value of your 2004 nickel. When it comes to value, a regular circulated 2004 nickel will only be worth its face value of 5 cents. But uncirculated examples in pristine condition, graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC, can bring anywhere from $1 to $10 depending on grade. Meanwhile, proof versions, especially those with deep cameo contrasts, can be worth $5 to $20 or more. But the real excitement comes with errors and varieties, which we lines discuss next. Error coins are where things get very interesting. Some 2004 nickels show striking mistakes such as die cracks, off-center strikes, double dies, and clipped blankets. A double die error on the reverse or obverse could push the value into the hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and demand. Collectors love these unique mistakes because they turn an ordinary coin into a rare treasure. Always check your coins closely under magnification. You never know what you might find. Another factor to watch is the mint mark. Philadelphia coins bear no mint mark, while Denver coins carry the D mint mark, and San Francisco proof coins have N. Generally, Denver nickels tend to be slightly more common, but in high grades both Philadelphia and Denver issues can be collectible. Proof S nickels, especially in silver proof sets, are highly desirable among serious collectors. So what does this all mean for you? If you have a 2004 nickel sitting in your pocket change, it might just be ordinary. But if you find one in near perfect condition, or better yet discover a rare error, you could be holding a coin worth tens or even hundreds of dollars. That's why coin collecting is so exciting. The treasure is out there, and it's waiting for someone with a sharp eye to discover it. Before we wrap up, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because we lines be sharing more incredible stories about coins that could be hiding right in your change. If you enjoyed learning about the 2004 5-cent coin of the United States of America, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Who knows, they might have one of these valuable nickels in their pockets right now. Keep collecting, keep searching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some can be worth a lot more than you think. The 2006 nickel is part of the Jefferson Nickels series, which first began in 1938, but what makes 2006 special is that it marked the return of the classic forward-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Jamie Franke. This design replaced the special westward journey nickels that were minted from 2004 to 2005. On the obverse side, you lines see Jefferson's bust facing forward along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 2006. The reverse side still features Monticello Jefferson's Virginia home, designed by Felix Schlag. Now when it comes to mint marks, the 2006 nickel was produced at 3 major mints: Philadelphia with a P mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco with an S mint mark for proof coins. Collectors always pay close attention to these mint marks because the mint of origin and the total mintage numbers can have a big effect on a coin's rarity and value. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were struck in the hundreds of millions, making them common in circulation. However, the proof coins from San Francisco were minted in much smaller quantities for collectors, and these can bring higher premiums. The value of a 2006 nickel in circulated condition is typically just 5 cents its face value. However, uncirculated examples can be worth a bit more, especially if they are in pristine mint state condition. For example, a 206P or 206D nickel graded MS66 by PCGS or NGC might be worth around $5. to $15, while those in MS67 or higher can sell for $50 to over $200 depending on demand. The proof coins, especially those with deep cameo contrast, can be worth $3 to $10, and in perfect PR70 condition they may reach much higher prices at auction. Collectors also get very excited about error coins. The 206 Jefferson nickel is known to have some error varieties, including off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, and clipped blankets. These errors can drastically increase the value of your coin, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and severity. So before you spend that nickel, always check carefully with a magnifying glass. You might be holding a treasure. Another important factor is coin grading. Grading determines a coin's condition, ranging from poor P1 all the way to mint state MS70. Even a common coin like the 2006 nickel can become highly valuable if it is graded at the very top by a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. For example, MS67 nickels are considered extremely hard to find in circulation and can sell for impressive amounts. Proof coins graded PR70 deep cameo also attract competitive bidding from collectors. Let's also talk about the metal composition of the 2006 nickel. Like other modern Jefferson nickels, it is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a total weight of 5 grams. While it doesn't contain any silver, its value lies in rarity, condition, and collector demand. Interestingly, because of rising metal prices, nickels sometimes have a melt value close to or above their face value, though it is illegal to melt down US coins for profit. If you are looking to collect the 2006 nickel, I recommend building a complete set that includes the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco issues. You can also look for both regular strike coins and proof versions along with error coins. If you are lucky enough to find them, keeping coins in protective holders or albums will help preserve their condition, which is key for maintaining and even increasing their value over time. Now you might be wondering, what is the most valuable 2006 nickel ever sold? Auction records show that high-grade examples, especially those in MS67 or proof PR70 deep cameo, have sold for hundreds of dollars to serious collectors. Rare error coins from this year can also fetch equally high amounts. So yes, your 2006 nickel could be worth big money if it has the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand. So next time you come across a 2006 Jefferson nickel, don't just toss it in your pocket change. Take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden gem worth much more than 5 cents. And that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin has a story and potential value waiting to be discovered. If you found this information helpful, please like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more updates on rare and valuable coins. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you might just strike gold with your change. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The 2014 edition continues the long-standing tradition of featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous Virginia home Monticello on the reverse. This coin is not just pocket change, it's part of American history. Every year the U.S. Mint produces millions of these nickels, and while most remain common, some can be quite valuable depending on their condition and minting details. On the obverse side of the 2014 nickel, you line see a modern forward-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. This design was introduced in 2006 and remains in use today. Around the portrait U lines, notice the inscriptions: "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 2014. Depending on the mint location, you may also see a mint mark such as PD or S. Each of these little details plays a role in identifying the coin's rarity and potential value. Flipping the coin over, the reverse displays the beautiful image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic mansion. Above it is the word E pluribus unum, and below it U lines find Monticello 5 cents and United States of America. This design has stood as a symbol of the Jefferson nickel series for decades, making it one of the most recognizable coins in circulation today. The 2014 nickel was minted in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, P. Denver, D. and San Francisco S. Philadelphia and Denver produced hundreds of millions of coins for circulation, while San Francisco struck smaller quantities of proof coins specifically for collectors. Proof coins generally carry a higher value due to their sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. If you find an S mint mark on your coin, you may have something special in your hands. In terms of everyday value, most 2014 nickels found in circulation are worth face value, which is 5 cents. However, in uncirculated condition or as part of mint sets, these coins can be worth between 25 cents and a few dollars depending on their grade and quality. Proof versions, especially those in perfect condition graded PR70, can sell for $10 to $15 or more to dedicated collectors. Here's where things get really exciting. Errors and varieties. Some 2014 nickels may have many mistakes like off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverse die cracks, or missing elements. These error coins can fetch significantly higher prices, sometimes $50, $100, or even more depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. That's why it's always important to check your coins carefully with a magnifying glass. If you're serious about coin collecting, focus on finding coins in high-grade conditions, preferably those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Collectors often seek full-step nickels where the steps of Monticello are fully visible without wear. These details are what turn a common 2014 nickel into a premium collectible item. Keep your coins stored in protective holders to maintain their value over time. The coin market is always changing, and while 2014 nickels are relatively modern, they still hold investment potential, especially rare varieties and proofs. With millions of collectors worldwide, U.S. nickels continue to be a popular choice for beginners and experts alike. The demand for pristine, high-grade examples ensures that values remain stable and could increase in the future. So the next time you come across a 2014 Jefferson nickel, don't dismiss it as just another coin. Check the mint mark, inspect for errors, and evaluate the condition. It might be worth more than you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and values, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below and let us know what rare coins you have found recently. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. The 2016 Jefferson nickel features the classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, designed by artist Jamie Franke. This modern version of Jefferson's portrait has been used since 2006, showing a forward-facing bust that gives the coin a bold and timeless look. On the reverse side, we see Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, which has been featured on the nickel since 1938. While the design has remained familiar, the 2016 issue carries its own mintage numbers, mint marks, and values that set it apart from earlier years. In 2016, the U.S. Mint struck these nickels at several locations: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco S. The circulation coins were produced in large numbers, while the San Francisco Mint focused on proof versions for collectors. The mint mark can be found on the obverse side of the coin just beneath the date. Collectors always pay attention to mint marks because sometimes certain mints produce fewer coins, which can make them harder to find and more valuable in pristine condition. Now let's talk about mintage numbers. In 2016, the Philadelphia and Denver mints each produced hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels, making them common in circulation. The San Francisco Mint, however, produced proof coins in smaller quantities, usually in the millions, but specifically for coin sets. This means that most 2016 nickels you find in circulation are common and worth face value, but the high-grade, uncirculated, and proof coins can be worth more to collectors, especially if graded by professional coin services like PCGS or NGC. When it comes to value, the average 2016 nickel found in pocket change is still worth 5 cents. However, uncirculated examples in mint state condition can sell for anywhere between $1 to $5 depending on the grade. Proof versions with a mirror-like finish from the San Francisco Mint can be worth between $2 and $10, and sometimes more if they are in pristine condition. Additionally, error coins such as off-center strikes, double dies, or other minting mistakes can fetch much higher prices, sometimes ranging into the hundreds of dollars. Collectors are always searching for errors and varieties in 2016 nickels. While no major varieties have been officially listed for this year, errors are always possible, and they add a lot of excitement to coin collecting. If you have a 2016 nickel, make sure to inspect it closely under good light or a magnifying glass. A small detail like doubling in the letters, missing steps in Monticello, or striking mistakes can mean the difference between a regular 5-cent coin and a coin worth serious money. Beyond just value, the 2016 nickel represents a continuation of American history and culture. The Jefferson nickel has been around since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it has seen many design updates over the decades. Collectors love putting together year-by-year sets, and 2016 plays its part as one of the more modern issues. For young collectors, nickels are a perfect starting point because they're affordable and widely available. This makes the 2016 issue both accessible and collectible at the same time. The condition of the coin plays the biggest role in its value. Collectors use the Sheldon coin grading scale, which ranges from 1 to 70. A 2016 nickel straight from circulation may grade between fine F and extremely fine XF, but coins pulled directly from mint sets or bank rolls may grade as mint state MS60 to MS70. Coins at the highest grades, especially MS67 and above, can be worth considerably more. That's why some collectors submit their best finds to grading companies, because a certified high-grade coin can sell for much higher prices at auctions. If you are enjoying this detailed breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our future uploads. We bring you regular content about rare coins, their values, and how you can spot treasures in your everyday change. Your support helps us continue making these long and detailed videos to educate coin lovers around the world. So make sure you join our growing community of collectors right here on YouTube. To wrap things up, the 2016 United States 5-cent coin is not extremely rare, but it is an important part of the modern nickel series. Its value in most cases is small, but in high-grade proofs or with minting errors, it can be worth much more. Always check your nickels carefully, because you never know what hidden gem might be sitting right inside your wallet or coin jar. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, the 2016 nickel deserves a spot in your collection. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story and every story has value.